Hi, Dr. Jen Andrade, the Active Persons Chiropractor. And today I wanted to talk about a few tips and tricks of things that you can do to get some relief from plantar fasciitis at home. If you've ever had it, it can be really uncomfortable and painful. And I want to give you some things to manage that at home. And if those things aren't working, I would love to be a resource to help you to address that plantar fasciitis. Let's start with a couple of easy things you might already have at home, or similar things. Something to decrease the inflammation on the bottom of the foot is going to be really helpful. Ice is always really helpful for that. Taking, a disposable water bottle, throwing it in the freezer, and then rolling that on the bottom of the foot is going to do two things. It's going to act like a self-massage to kind of help break up some of the inflammation and adhesions, so scar tissue that's forming on the bottom of the foot. And the ice is also going to help to decrease inflammation by cooling down that tissue. That's something that's really helpful. You don't have to really buy anything because most people have water bottles hanging around. Something else you can do is putting some sort of topical agent on the skin in the area to help decrease the inflammation. I have a couple of different options that I recommend for patients. So I have Cryoderm. So Cryoderm is similar to like a BioFreeze, something like that, but it also has anti-inflammatory components in it to help not only give you some relief from that kind of menthol heat and ice alternation feeling, but also some of those components that bring down inflammation. The other thing that can be really helpful that I personally like to use is CBD. CBD is really great at helping to decrease inflammation, and the specific CBD that I use has arnica in it, which is a really powerful anti-inflammatory and can help with some pain relief. And then the other thing is doing some stretching. I did another video talking about what plantar fasciitis is and what the causes are. One of the common causes is tight calf muscles. I want to give you a couple different stretches that you can use to help to relieve some of that tension in the calf, and then hopefully relieve some of the tension and discomfort that you were feeling in the plantar fascia. Most of us learned calf stretches in school, or we've used them after a run or something like that. The typical calf stretch is good and it targets one muscle group in the calf. And I'm going to show you a different one that is going to target a different muscle group. Going back to that traditional calf stretch where we take the toes, we put it up against a wall, a tree, something else solid, and then we kind of lean forward and create tension into that calf to stretch. Great, but I just want you to do it for a longer period of time. Most people do stretches 15-30 seconds max. That's great for warming up tissue or for cooling down, but if you really want to change the length of that tissue, we need to hold it for a longer period of time. So I recommend 60 to 90 seconds, doing that a couple times, maybe once in the morning, once at night, and then doing it daily for a period of time to really start to see results. You're doing that stretch, and then the other stretch I'm going to have you do is just a slight variation. I have a dumbbell, doesn't matter if you have a dumbbell, how heavy it is, but just something that you can prop your toe up, if you can see that. And then I'm going to slightly bend my knee, so I'm not completely bending it, but just kind of 15 to 20 degree bend in that knee. And then I'm going to come forward with the other leg, keeping that leg in that position and getting tension on the back of that calf. And where I am feeling that tension is here at the bottom of the calf coming into that Achilles tendon. And that's going to get into a different muscle group. Again, we are holding that for 60 to 90 seconds, doing it twice per day and doing it daily. So hopefully you find these things helpful and they give you some relief from the discomfort you might be feeling with plantar fasciitis. Thanks for listening. Dr. Jen Andrade, the Active Persons Chiropractor.